Alright everybody, it's Sambooka21 here from BlueLaserUK, and today I'm going to be playing a bit of Prison Architect. So yeah, let's create a new game. I'm going to start with a medium-sized prison because small's a bit too small and large is a bit too large. And medium should be just fine. So I'm going to turn off Fog of War, which is just when you don't have any guards or CCTV, you just can't see that area, so it's just a bit of a hassle. And I've got continuous intake off. Even though the game's a bit buggy because it's still in alpha, so continuous intake, having it off or on, doesn't really change anything, I don't think. I'm not sure. But, so yeah, we'll click play, and we'll get going. So I'm just going to pause it a second while I just talk about the game a little bit. So it's a fairly new game, and there's no other games like it, really, around. While I'm doing this, I'm just going to be building a fence around this area, so that no one can escape when any prisoners are being sort of like unloaded. So yeah, it's a fairly new game. No other games are really like it. And it's available on Steam now. So yeah, that's pretty good. And yeah, it's still in alpha, which is a bit annoying because there's still quite a lot of bugs and stuff. And yeah, but hopefully they'll all be sorted out soon. And yeah, we'll have a full game going. So yeah, it's going to be good, I think. So, I'm just going to read this. It's nothing important, really. I'm going to take out 2 grants. The Basic Detention Centre grant, and the Contract Cell Block A grant. These grants just give me some money to get started. And just for the grants, you have to do certain things. And with the Cell Block A grant, means once I've done the certain things, I get the second half of the money they gave me to begin with after doing the things. And so for the basic detention centre, we've got to build a holding cell, build a shower, build a yard, build a kitchen, build a canteen, hire at least 2 guards, hire at least 2 chefs. And for the contract cell block A, we have to raise your prisoner capacity to 15. So yeah, let's get started. Just wait for these workers to build this fence around this area so that none of the prisoners can like run away once they've been offloaded off the. I think it's a lorry, even though it's a bit unrealistic having a lorry delivering prisoners. But oh well, it's just what happens. So yeah, while these guys are doing it, I'm gonna plan. So I need to build a holding cell, and for a holding cell, each of the sort of rooms has a certain requirements to make them. So for a holding cell, it needs to be a minimum size of 5x5. It needs to be indoors. It needs to have a toilet and a bench. So actually, first things first, I'm going to put my power station and capacitor and my water pump station, just so I've got all my utilities sort of up and running before, before all the prisoners come and sort of before I build anything else. I'm also going to fence off this area, just in case. Yeah, I've never seen it done before, but just in case a prisoner fancied sabotaging my my electrics or water, because probably wouldn't be very good if that happened. But as I say, I've never seen it done before. But better safe than sorry with prisoners. So yeah, we've got to make this 7x7 because the walls are 1 thick. So having or something, I don't know, but it just works so that the inside is 5x5. And we'll make a shower opposite as a 7x7 as well, just to keep things symmetrical, really. So that's built. So I'm gonna. Ooh, that's not very good. There we go. We'll put the doors down. Just get these built. And while they're doing that, we can hook up all our electrical and water. Just bring that down there. Okay. Just bring the electrical down here. Great. Ooh. So yeah, when you're doing with electricals and stuff, you and water, you get a lot of pipes and electric cables, so you really want to sort of watch out for your deliveries areas, or else you get a massive backlog of stuff. And it's not very good if you have that problem. Gonna put a couple more capacitors down just to future-proof ourselves. So make sure we don't get caught out later on. Okay, so we've got the electrics in. So my holding cell, that's a serving table, not a bench. Needs a bench and a toilet. So I'm going to put them there, and then the toilet will need piping up. So we'll use a small pipe just to take it down there. Okay, so next I'm going to build a yard. So I'm gonna get the sort of like the other things out of the way first, so the holding cell and the shower and the yard and the canteen. Then I can sort of build the cells further along, so I can add more cells when I need to. So I'm just gonna add everything I need to the shower. Oh, it needs electricity. Don't know. I'm gonna put some cables in there. So a shower needs shower heads. So we'll add them in now. Not a sprinkler, I want a shower head. So I have one. I'll have them all the way around. And also you need drains in front of the door, or else the water runs out into the grounds out here, which isn't very good. 15 hours before our first 8 prisoners arrive. So I've just constructed a fence here, so none of the prisoners can run away, because that's not very good if that happens. So there we go. Just piping our stuff in. Now I'm going to dump these stacks, because concrete and stuff isn't much. It doesn't cost much. It just gets in the way. It's just irritating having them sort of in the middle of the area. So there we go. Building a yard. So a yard, the requirements for a yard is it doesn't have any size requirements. It just needs to be outdoors, I think, or behind a wall and a fence. I'll have a look. Oh right, it's minimum size 5x5, so it doesn't have a requirement, and it's just gonna be secure, so it can be inside or outside, whatever you choose. I think I'm gonna make one outside with a fence. And it's just what I normally do. So we'll just make it like 14x7, or 6. So we'll build a door. Not there. There. And that's our yard. So inside my yard, I'm gonna put some phone booths, because means the prisoners can ring home, and it just makes them less annoyed at everything if they can talk to their family and stuff. Because otherwise they start riots, and it's just not very good, really. So yeah, there's the yard. Now we want a kitchen and a canteen. So I want the canteen to be quite big, so just to like future-proof it for later on. So this is going to be the canteen, this big one, and then this one here is going to be the kitchen. So we'll put our foundations down first, because that gives us for here, because you can't you can only do squares, so I'm going to have to build this first and then build the kitchen. But that's fine. It doesn't really matter. Yeah. So while I'm doing that, I might just add down some stone paths just to make everything look nice. Why not? And I might make a sort of like a secret back entrance to the kitchen, so that if there was a fight in the canteen, like there often is, then the the chefs don't need to go through. They can't get hurt, like, because if there's a fight, the chefs don't, like, well, any of the staff just don't sort of walk through that area because, yeah, they don't want to get beaten up. So yeah, now the canteen's built, I'm just going to build the foundations for the kitchen. There we go. That'll knock down this wall, which is a bit annoying, but oh well. Oh, and I'm going to have to build a door. A staff door. It's just auto-saving. It just auto-saves every so often. Which is good, because if it crashes... yeah. There's my little secret entrance. We'll fence it off just in case someone happened to get through. You can never be too sure. There we go. Right, materials, brick wall. We'll just brick wall this up. Okay, so a kitchen needs a cooker, a fridge, and a sink. And so I'm just going to put a couple of those in. Then we'll have 2 chefs, and it'll be great. The sink can go here. The cookers and the fridge all need electricity and stuff. So I'm going to have to hook all them up. I'm going to come down with a large pipe, otherwise it might run out. I mean, there is no difference between the large pipe and the small pipe, really, except, well, there's no difference in price. But the large pipe just allows you to, well, the small pipes sort of run out of power and the water sort of runs out, if you know what I mean, in them. Runs out, like, stops flowing. So with the large pipe, it just keeps going forever. So I'm gonna canteen this area. Is the canteen, and the requirements for a canteen is it needs serving tables. So I'm gonna put a couple of those down. No, I'm not put the 3 down yet. We don't need them. And then I'm gonna put benches down for them to benches and tables down for the prisoners to eat at. We'll just put that many down. Because you don't need to put benches and tables down. But it's just better if you do, because it just means they have somewhere to eat, otherwise they don't have somewhere to eat. Right. We'll dump these. Right, okay, and now I'm gonna hire my 2 chefs. And I'll get 2 guards as well. Right, we've got 6 hours till the prisoners arrive. Right, I'm gonna get building these cells. Cells need to be 2 by 3, so like that. So I need at least 8. There's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't like that. I build them like that. And then build them like this. It's like symmetrical. So there's the symmetry. Right, so we'll get these built. Requires entrances. Right. We're gonna need some solitary confinement. So if I'm, actually we can. Well, actually, I'm gonna need an office. So we'll need to put one of those down soon to get a warden. We'll need a few officers actually, so right, get the electricity hooked down here. There we go. And cells need a bed and a toilet. So we'll put a bed. Oh, I don't want them there. I want to put them that way around. Now I'll put the toilets here. Right, the toilets need water. So we'll bring the large pipe down here. Yeah, we're getting there. Alright, so we need to make these cells. So what we will need eventually, I'll make some of this episode probably, is some solitary confinement as well. If any prisoners do anything wrong, they go into solitary confinement for a little while. Dump these lights. Put some new lights in. Oh dear, they're coming now, the prisoners are. Okay, so before the prisoners arrive, I'm just going to fence up this area. Just so they can't escape, because yeah, you don't want them to escape really. I'm going to put a staff door here actually, because this is where the officers are going to go up. So the staff door just means any staff member can get through it, because the workers are going to want to be able to get out of the area. So we'll just wait for these prisoners to arrive, and then I think we'll end the episode there once they've arrived. So yeah, it's going to be good. So they're just arriving now. The workers are just milling about, not doing much really. Oh, I need to finish this stone path. I got loads of money. So I'm gonna tile up the areas in the indoor areas, so that'll be quite nice. We'll make the cells have a sort of a ceramic floor. Keep everything the same, like. Oh, and another problem with the game is, I'm gonna make 2 new guards, is that the doors always have to be opened by a guard, unless they're staff doors. So that's a bit of a hassle, because yeah, you just need lots of guards about. I think I'll make an extra guard just. Yeah, there we go. The drains are working, because sometimes they don't work, which is a bit irritating, but. And you get water flooding everywhere. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait for all the cells to get a floor, and then we'll call it a day at that. Yeah, you want to keep your guards. You want to keep a lot of guards about. Otherwise, sometimes fights break out, and it's not very good, really. Okay, so we'll call it a day at that then, I think. Thanks for watching. Remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed it and you want to see some more. So yeah, thanks for watching. I've been Sambooka21. This has been Prison Architect, and I'll see you soon. Bye.